Well, last night, after surviving 63 days of challenges and blindsides in the Big Brother house, Marley was crowned the winner. Let's take a look.
The winner is Marley!
It was a really lovely moment, and the man himself is with us. Marley, welcome to the Ange, Rob and Robbo show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Look, you were the favourite to take out the competition when the final three were announced. Did you believe when your name was read out that it was you?
No, I didn't, and I think you can tell by my reaction there that I was so caught off. I mean, obviously, like all of us, we were hopeful going into that moment, but until Sonia calls out your name, it all seems like a dream. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't believe that, what I went out to do and what I was set out to do, I pulled through and I did it, not only for myself, but for my dad and my brother and my family, yeah.
Mate, when you look at that footage next to you at the moment, do you have any real recollection of that moment, or is this like seeing it for the first time?
Yeah, literally. It's like a blur. Look at me there. I don't even remember hugging SJ. Oh, none of that. Look at this. I don't even remember any of it. Like, it was a blur. It was one of the best feelings. I can't even explain the feeling that I had because I've never had it in my life, but it was such a fulfilling and emotional and relieved feeling. It was beautiful, beautiful moment.
I think your dad was happy too. Look at him. He's proud as punch.
Sonia's year off.
Hey, obviously the finale was presented with some challenges due to COVID. Was that disappointing not to be the celebration it was planned to be? There was no live audience. People were zooming in. Did it lack that punch for you?
Yep, 100%. It unfortunately did, especially because of the amazing, amazing cast that we had come through that house, the ups and downs, the stories that we had, play out on TV, and just like the whole journey itself, like that deserved to be capped off in a beautiful way with these beautiful people on Zoom there as well. And then a crowd of 2,000 people, like it lacks that energy from the crowd that we all wanted. And I know that we wanted to give back to the fans. So it was disappointing, but so amazing that this production team was still able to put this thing on in such an amazing way, you know what I mean? Regardless of the conditions that we're in right now in this world, yeah.
They did an amazing job, no doubt about that. And I was actually meant to be at the finale. I was going to be in the audience and couldn't go, so I was devastated. I've been a big fan of this series. But look, I've got to talk to you about this because Danny was actually on our show last week and he seems to be a very smart man, and he picked you as the winner. Here's what he had to say when I asked him who he thought was going to win.
I'm a numbers guy, and I look at the saves and the way that the game was twisted and turned. Looking at the numbers, you would have to say that Marley, look, you can't, I was a big hitter in the game, so people are going to love me. Marley's social game was on point. You can say he was hidden a bit and protected by the girls at the start, but he's a very kind, endearing, gentle guy. His word was his word. So, SJ sort of, was saved a couple of times. Christina was saved. Ari's been saved. Marley's really the only one that hasn't been saved. So you've got to say his social game, physical game's on point. So I think he's potentially the winner.
And he proved to be right, Marley.
Yeah. Hey, he's a smart man. That's why he's called the General, right? I mean, he's a smart man. No, I really appreciate the support from Danny, especially from him. That's someone that I was going against for so long in that game. You know what I mean? And then to create the friendship that we did towards the back end of that game. Honestly, it was probably some of the best times that I had in that house is when I really, let my walls down. He let his down. Look at us, and we got to know each other. I have never laughed so much in my life. And it's beautiful hearing those things from Danny. And it was beautiful last night, the pitch that he kind of gave me there. It was really sweet, man. He's a good guy. Are
you surprised he didn't take you out, considering he had the numbers and not taking you out probably cost him the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I am surprised. I'm surprised he didn't take me out, and I'm surprised I didn't get a chance to take him out at the time either. So God, it was a train wreck. Hey, like the people that we did want out, they didn't go, and the people we wanted to save, we ended up sending home. It was a mess. It was a mess. But no, I'm so thankful for the friendship and the trust that I could put in Danny. He's a good man, a man of his word, just like myself, and I really appreciate that in someone. And I especially appreciated that in him, especially towards the end of that game when I had no one. He didn't need to align himself with me, and he did. And I'm very, very thankful for that.
What gave you the competitive advantage over SJ and Christina? You played a very challenge-based game. You were great at challenges. You were friendly within the house. Was it your situation, the beautiful messaging you had for your dad that you wanted to look after him, as opposed to SJ, who really played a strategic game? She threw people under the bus when she needed to. Katie is still devastated about SJ voting for her. Christina fought hard, but what stood you out from the rest?
Yeah, well, honestly, it comes down to Australia, you know what I mean, at the end. So standing next to those two beautiful women, it's in Australia's hands at this point. And I think, potentially having a story of as much substance as I did, and having so much meaning behind why I was here, that potentially could have helped. And that's what kind of might have resonated with people out in Australia. There's some people that I'm sure have been through very, very hard times, just like myself. So maybe that created a connection there. But I think the biggest thing that helped me take this thing out is that was me. That's Marley. I wanted to be myself, authentic, genuine, through and through throughout the whole game. Because people watching this show, they can sift through all the crap. You know what I mean? They really do. They see real. They understand real. But most importantly, they respect real. And I think I was able to relate and connect with people on that level. And I'm just so appreciative and so thankful that they gave me that chance to relate and show Marley and show my love to them. So I'm just forever thankful and grateful for Australia. Oh,
very nice. Hey, one of the most memorable moments of you on the show was that video of you as a kid doing what is now called the Marley. Let's have a look.
How did he even get this?
I mean, for God's sake, Marley, you're even a cute kid.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I didn't mean as a compliment. I despise you.
Oh, bloody hell. How embarrassing. Oh, far out.
You've got to teach it to me. I'm a daggy 48-year-old man who loves Big Brother, but I've got the music here.
That's good.
How
We're going to start with the hand to the left. Yeah, to the left, then to the right, Rob, and then bring it in the middle. Yeah, you're a natural. You're a natural.
A natural dag, mate. A natural dag. Yeah, hey, look, your journey has been phenomenal, and nice guys do win. And I will be honest, I was rooting for Danny throughout the course of it. I was interested to see your relationship with him grow, and the way you connected with Jess and Katie, and how the game turns around. It's an interesting game when you're inside that house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. And look at the way it shifts. The game shifts every single day. And if you don't remain fluid within that game, you're done. You're going down with the ship. You've got to remain fluid. And I think, it showed with the people that were up there at the end, with the people that were able to move around, be willing to hear out other alliances or make deals here or kind of have to shift their way through. I think Danny remained fluid. He ended up working with us, working against us, and I did the same. At one point, I had to put my ego aside, stop pointing my sniper rifle at Danny, and work with it. You know what I mean? Interesting game.
I like that. This is an obvious question. The casting has begun for the next series. Outside of being yourself, what do people need to do to stand out in the casting process?
throw in some interesting and unique and quirky things about you. Don't just, you can be yourself and you can talk about the things you're doing, but these people, they're going through thousands and thousands and thousands of applications during the casting process. Throw stuff like, put something totally crazy in there, you know what I mean? And make yourself stand out, like, and not be regular just like everyone else. Make something stand out. Even if it looks dumb or stupid, it's going to at least draw attention and bring eyes to your application. So throw something crazy in there. I don't know. Tell them you peed yourself on national TV like me. You know what I mean?
So what was your crazy anecdote?
Well, I remember there was something, I can't remember what it was, but it was, I was filling out my application process and I was having so much fun with it. I was writing in quirky, crazy stuff because, I didn't think I was going to bloody make it on Big Brother. And I remember there was something I was talking about my feet or something. You know what I mean? Maybe it was that. I don't know. I was so caught off guard and surprised when I got an email back about this once I applied.
Well, you are a worthy winner in the Hall of Fame of Big Brother. I know Reggie, the ultimate Big Brother winner, is very pleased for you. She voted for you, and so I'm sure she would like me to say, Rob, tell Marley that I bloody love him. He's a brilliant contestant. I'm sure she'd say, because she loves it when I impersonate her.
I love that, Rob.
But you had her support. You had the support of Australia in what was, Channel 7 is saying, this had the biggest number of votes ever in Big Brother Australia. So it would have taken a lot of people to get behind you. You certainly got that support, Marley. So the biggest number of votes ever in the history of Big Brother voted to decide the winner last night. So congratulations on that.
Rob, thank you so much. Wow, what an honor. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, mate. Well, you have a good day. I know you've got lots to do. It's really nice of you to join us on the Ange, Rob and Robbo show.
Thank you, brother. Pleasure to be here, and I look forward to talking to you guys again soon. Thank you, Rob.